Hi, I'm Julian from NBS Australia, and today I'm going to show you how to associate your Specpack specification to your ArchiCAD model. The first step is to go up to Options, Classification Manager, and make sure you have the Specpack XML file loaded into the Classification Manager. If you don't, go to this little logo here. That'll take you to a website where you can download that file and then use that arrow there to import it into the Classification Manager. Click OK. From here, go to Window, Palettes, all the way down the bottom here to NBS Chorus Connect. That'll bring up the interface, sign in using your details. That'll take you to the project interface. For this particular project, I will be using the sample residences, so I'll click onto that one. From here, I'm just going to zoom in a bit. From here, I'm going to associate the architecture specification to the model. So click on the three dots here, associate with model, associate now. And then it's going to ask you which classification you want to use. So click Specpack, click choose. You can see that's been successful by that logo. And if I go into the specification itself, I'm going to demonstrate the association process. We're using doors, so I'm going to use this little tab here to stretch that out. Doors, door frames and hatches, so I'll click into that one. And what I want to do is I just want to modify this slightly so that I can show you how to build in types within the clauses. So I keep going down. So I've got here external doors. So I'm just going to make that in suffix external 01. Click save. And that's loaded. And then I want to do the same for internal. So I'll keep scrolling down. Internal doors. Double click to go inside it. And I want to change that to 02, 01 as well, because they're both, there's an external and an internal door, so I'll keep it as 01. Click save. Okay, and then if I back out again, now to do the actual association, so I'm going to open that up again, there we go. To do the actual association, you need to click on an object or element in the model, so I'm going to click on that door there. That's the front door and an external door. Click on the three dots here, associate with model. Now you can associate to the section, the trade section itself, or you can dive deeper into the clause level. And for this demonstration, I'm going to go deeper. So those types I had altered slightly were inside materials. So click on that to drop down. And then we're using the external door, so I'll associate now. And that's been successful with the same symbol. And if I scroll down, I'll zoom in on that door there. Follow the same process. Inside materials again. And I'm going to associate to that one there with the 01 at the tail end on the suffix. Associate now. Okay, from here we can illustrate that information being inserted into the objects or the doors using the label tool. So I'll click on the door there. And that's just drag it down. Just move that over a little bit. And inside the label settings, Control T. Now we need to change all these to, let's choose, so we've got the NBS Chorus architecture sample residences, which has been referenced off the actual classification and the connection with the Chorus Connect. So what I'll do is I'll select Chorus code, Chorus title, and Chorus suffix. Press OK to accept those changes. Now you can see that those that information which I had associated to that door has relayed through. We know it's part of the 08200 trade section. We know that it's an external door, and we know the suffix is 01, so maybe that's a particular type of external door. Borrow that label again just to ping off the information from the internal door, which we also associated. Like that, just away from the model a bit. You can see the same information or the same format has been relayed through. So you've got, again, the section, internal doors, and the suffix of a 01, so the first internal door type. From here, you can also represent that information in the door schedule. I go to here, and then if we right-click, click on Scheme Settings, and then if I just remove these, click on Add Fields, come all the way down the bottom here, you can see NBS Chorus Architecture Sample Residences. Click on that, and we add the exact same ones I added to the label, and then click OK. And you can see that information now is presented inside the door schedule, which is handy because it's now speaking directly to the specification. Now I'll show you one more thing before I close off on the tutorial. So if the information actually needed to be updated, so if we went to that section where we put those suffix pieces on the actual types, what you can also do is click on the door and it'll take you to that exact spot, which is quite handy. Where are we? There it is. Okay, so if I change this to, just for argument's sake, let's just change it to a 3. Information within the specification is now misaligned to the door it was originally assigned to. And the way to update that is to go to the model checker. So you click on the tab here which says model. Inside this tab you can see all the elements or objects within the model which have not yet been associated. You can also see the elements or objects, so in this case doors, which have been associated, and clicking on that one will take you to that particular door. And you can also see here it's got an issue. So the issue is that I updated the information, I changed that 2 to a 3, and what we need to do is update that, so it pushes the information through from the specification through to the model, and you can see it's been corrected there from the front door, and it's gone from a 1 to a 3, and that can also be shown as evident from the door schedule. There it is there, external door, and then the type is 03. And that pretty much concludes the tutorial. Just a quick piece of information regarding associating elements and objects with the Chorus Connect and ArchiCAD. You can actually associate more than one element at a time as long as they share the same information from the specification. So if all these doors were type 01, I could grab all 3 and then associate to that clause. So they'd all be associated at the same time, which sort of speeds up that process. And that's it for today. Thank you very much for your time. Cheers.